Hello and welcome back to BlueTube on YouTube, where we will be looking forward to getting back into league action on Friday, which is Good Friday, and hopefully will be a Good Friday, when we're
Woohoo!
playing Crawley Town at home at St Andrews, 3 o'clock.
Indeed.
Don't get missing it by a day. So, what do you think of this one coming up, Ben? I think it's the distraction we need after Sunday. Won't say too
Yeah.
much more about that.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's come up relatively quickly, to be honest, or at least it feels like that anyway. We want to bounce back, don't we? And Crawley,
Absolutely.
they're towards the bottom of the table. They're fighting really
I think the
relegation. So
22nd, put the table up, 22nd in the league. Excuse the weather. You know we film outside. It's a bit of a blustery day, so I'm hoping it's calmed down for Friday as well, isn't it? You might see me take off in a minute, so
But yeah, I just hope that we
keep
can
out
get
for me.
a bit of a bounce back from Sunday, and I feel like we will. I think that the players won't be too happy with how it went at Wembley this Sunday just gone, and yeah, I'm wondering if Chris Davis, now that we've secured promotion, we're champions, maybe he might mix things up a little bit, but. Chris Davis, as we do at this point, he doesn't seem to be the man to do that. So,
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be a panicker. He'll always stick to the plan,
yes, yeah,
and he'll always play what he thinks is right on the day. And I mean, we can touch back up on it a bit. Let's face it, the team he picked wasn't really the wrong team, was it?
no,
We didn't show up, and I think those players will definitely want to show up. I think Friday for the fans, the fact that they're 22nd in the league, staring promotion down the barrel, and we want to push on and get this points total. Now you know a little bit more. I should have looked into this actually. The points total that we can get. We can get 113, which blasts
that's
it
right.
out of the water,
Yep.
doesn't it? There's others though, isn't there? There's like the Villa one that you touched upon the other day
Beat the
when they
Wolves
were
one,
third tier. Wolves one as well.
which is 103, I believe,
Villa was the amount of games they had at this
that they've won.
stage of the league. Isn't
And
it?
you're
Yeah.
getting it wrong. This is what Jay mentioned to you
Go
when
on.
you chat with him. What you're talking about, the records with Villa, Wolves, and
Right. Okay.
Reading.
Yeah, it's mentioned on the Boy in Blue, wasn't it?
That's
Then
it, yeah.
that's
And
it.
Reading have,
and go and watch. Go and subscribe to the Boy in Blue and Nick from Chatting
yeah,
Blues.
absolutely, two brilliant
It's
channels.
nice to be involved with them. Yeah. So
And Reading have the EFL record, which I think is 106. Hope I'm getting those right. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but-
you guys will be more than aware of the records that we've got now, and that's our new target, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
something to look towards, I suppose. And yet, I feel like there'll be a bit of anger, and I'm hoping that there's a bit of bite in the lads after what happened on Sunday, and that they'll come back and they'll give us a good performance against Crawley and an emphatic result. That's what I'm hoping for. Whether we get that, though, is
Yeah.
a different story.
Well,
But we're against a team that are fighting relegation.
yeah, exactly. And as Blues fans, we won't want anything less than just to go out and show a bit of passion.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're all about. Just having that. Wear your heart on your sleeve, go out and get them attitude.
And this is going to be the first game back at home since we've become champions.
Yes.
So-
I wonder if we'll get the trophy. I haven't heard any, the League Cup sort of thing. Not the League Cup, but
I believe we
the
will.
trophy for winning the league.
We've got 2 more games left at home. I think it's this one and Mansfield, so potentially could be Mansfield when they bring that out for the last game.
The other thing I wanted to mention, I don't know if you know, but Davis has got this touchline ban, hasn't he, because of the yellow card he got at Wembley?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got a ban, and I just
Oh, brilliant,
wondered,
fantastic.
will
What
that
great
be
news.
this week and the week after, or will it be a certain other amount of games? No, I'm not sure on when it'll be. I wonder if someone will just mention that in the comments. Because if
So
it's
it'll be
this
Crawley
game,
and Burton.
I think the rules are that they're not allowed to be around the pitch or around the team, around the pitch, and they have to be in the stands type thing. So does that mean if we do get presented this week, he can't be involved in that? Or
I imagine it'll be against Mansfield, our last home game, when that happens anyway. But I
interesting
didn't
to know.
realise that. Oh, that's a bit of
it's
a
ridiculous,
blow, isn't it?
It's ridiculous, isn't it? You react in a particular way to a bad decision, and you're the
Gets
one that's
punished for it.
Yeah,
It's just dreadful.
Anyway, I've done a little bit of a write-up on some bits and bobs. So we're playing Crawley, as we say, known as the Red Devils, funnily enough. Crawley Town. Their home ground is Broadfield Stadium. Their capacity is just over 6,000, 6,134. So they haven't got a massive following. This will be a cup final for them.
Yeah.
This could be something that gives them 3 points if they got them against us in their fight against relegation.
Yeah.
Their manager, don't know anything about him, Scott Lindsay. and that's basically it. They've been at Broadfield not all that long. They moved fairly recently in the late 90s to where they are now. But their form is equally as shocking as their position in the league, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Quickly go through it.
Yeah.
Lost against Leyton Orient at home 3-1 most recently. Away at Stevenage the game before that, 3-1.
Yeah.
Versus Peterborough, 4-3 at home. What a game that must have been. Both scoring teams, aren't they? They beat Rotherham the game before that.
That's an interesting result,
away.
4-0. But Rotherham haven't impressed this
No,
year. Have they?
not at
Stephen
all. And they were
hasn't they?
touted as being ones for like going straight.
Well, of
back,
course.
weren't they?
And Huddersfield as
Yeah.
well, but no.
Game before that, Bristol, they beat them 1-0 at home, lost 5-1 against Huddersfield away on the 15th of March. And we know what Blues, we'll put it up anyway. We don't need to say much about ours. We'll ignore that one against Peterborough there because that was in the league trophy and it's not the league, so we can keep our league form going. So that's how that looks. As I say, 22nd in the division. They've played 2 more games than us, like most of the other teams. We've got 2 games in hand on most teams in the division at the moment, which is nice to have that bit of a cushion, isn't it? But we've got to win them, haven't we? They're basically 22nd. We've got Bristol Rovers slightly above them. It's not looking good for them.
It's not looking good for them.
36 points.
I don't think they can even move a place in the table, even if they did win
nothing's
against
going to happen.
us.
It's going to be right down to the last game of the season for them. Now, I was having a look at some of their players. Nothing really to shout about. No disrespect to them, but there's no one that's really leading the way with goals or anything like that. The best thing that came up with on FootMob was Kamari Doyle, who's on loan to them. I don't actually know where he's on loan from. He's a Coventry lad, but he's got 9 goals, 4 assists in all games this season and a yellow card, but he's played quite a few minutes. So he's only 19.
Right,
so
okay.
he'd be one that wanted to prove a point. Wasn't any great shakes of anyone else. No one really shone. And like I say, no disrespect.
I'm not shocked somehow.
Yeah.
No disrespect, Crawley.
Now, Crawley isn't really famous for anything. So
God, this is a sorry one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm ever so sorry. But so it gives us chance now to talk about what we can do leading forward. I think we've just got to go and dominate the game as we normally do with that possession. But we've got to show ourselves that we can get balls in the box and have some decent efforts and score a few goals. I've predicted, and I know I'm jumping ahead here, I said on Jay's channel the other day, Boy in Blue, 4-0. That's what my prediction's going to be. I don't care who scores. I think we just need to go out and make this big point that we're not going to fizzle out. We're not damp squib.
I think he's got a big decision to make with Williamson though, because as far as I can see it, for the remainder of the games, he's got 2 options. You either think, right, it hasn't gone Williamson's way, hasn't gone our way. He hasn't performed like he did at the beginning of the season, and we've given him his chances. He's still clearly got some nerves. We know that he has the ability and the quality, which is the painful part. He can be a good player, but he's just not doing it for us. So,
Right.
do you drop him? And think that's it?
That's what I was going to say.
Or do you keep playing him?
Yeah, put yourself in Chris Davis's mind. He would be. Is this an opportunity for him to build up confidence?
But it's been that way of thinking for a long time now.
Against Crawley at home.
Because once you're in the Championship, you can't really afford to do these sorts of things anymore. But League One, because we've got the Championship, we're going for a points record. Is there still an opportunity to think, right, you've got 6 games left. Let's see if we can build your confidence up before the season concludes and see if we can get you back up to speed. Because he's a good player, but clearly
he's a
his
good
confidence
player. But
just
I
isn't
know what
there.
most of the Blues fans are going to be saying. Drop him and bring in
Harris.
Leonard, any other in that position, really. I mean,
Any other good player, yeah.
But, Alfie May and Stano together, possibly. Stano on the left. Who else would you bring in for number 10?
Yeah, it's a position that seems to be quite weak in our ranks, if I'm honest. If I look at our whole squad, that number 10 position, we haven't really figured it out yet. Because I think Dal, when he came in, he was like, whoa, who's this? And set it ablaze a bit. But it's sort of fizzled out. I mean, they've started putting him on the right and they've switched it around a little bit. We haven't got a solid... Let's just let this... Okay, the elements seem to disagree with me on that one. But no, I don't think we've got a solid... Someone who's like, right, they're definitely our attacking midfielder, our number 10. And I
Yeah.
think we've suffered with that throughout the year, to be honest.
It's been when we've had all this possession, it's sort of been a weakness now. I
and
know
disagrees with you as
we
well.
better hurry this up, hadn't we? It's not just the number 10 though, is it? It's the when we've got him behind the ranks. It's like Leonard, not Leonard, Laird the other day, and I love Laird to death, but he was getting in some cracking positions the other day to get the ball, in the box, and he just wanted to go that little bit further and get to the byline when there was probably an opportunity to get the ball in earlier. But that's not just him. That's all of us. There was times in the season when we've been getting deep diagonal crosses in and scoring off it. And I remember Yokoyama putting some balls in like that, and Anderson being on the end of them and scoring. But we don't seem to want to do that. If we've got an opportunity to get a ball in the box to someone that's in there, get it in there. It's in the danger area. I've mentioned this loads of times before. So that's what I just want to see. I just want to see the opportunities. I want us to get up off our seats and have something to shout about.
Do you know what I think? Really might disagree with me on this, Blues fans. I think we keep the squad the exact same as Sunday. I do. Get the bad taste out of the mouth, and reset, and get another win on the board. Something to clear the conscience, clear the mind, clean slate, and go again. I mean, I think you can certainly have a conversation about Alfie May as well. That's the only time that I give pause with that argument there, because he's a player in form. He deserves more game time.
I'd start him. I think that's probably one of the few changes I'd make.
Yeah.
I don't know about starting Willemsen. I really don't.
You can argue both sides, can't you?
You could. And Stano, I mean, you just know Stano's work rate's there, and it's one of them, isn't it? Do you know it? I mean, the other end is, I mean, what if they come at us and really? I mean, it could really knock our confidence if we just drop our heads again.
We don't want to end the season like that.
So what do you think? I mean, put in the comments, guys, what your thoughts are with this, because I'm really, for me, there's no other option but to go out and absolutely stomp them, but it doesn't always work out like that, does it?
No. Well, we need a reaction, and I'm sure that we'll get it. I have confidence. I think 3-0. Yeah, I think we'll get back to winning ways. I think they're going to be bitter and hurt and angry with the performance on Sunday, and they'll show that on the pitch. I'm going to go for Stano to get a double and Ethan Laird.
Okay.
Let us know your thoughts and predictions as well, Blue Noses, and how you think we'll get on. And this Willemsen debate, what would you do? What do you think's right? Now that we're going for the points record, we do have a little bit of wiggle room here to try and see if we can unearth that former player that we had at the beginning of the season that seemed to have fizzled out. Ever since he had that injury, really, I think that he's just looked a little bit sheepish, hasn't he? But there is a player there.
True. What is going on in the lad's mind? Because we know he's got it, and we keep saying it, so we don't want to go on it. Nothing changes. All stop in goal. Back line exactly the same. You can mix it up with Dowell, Anderson. I'm not going to go on about it too much, but before we get blown away, I think there's no need to dwell on it. I don't know who the ref is. I did look. To be decided, it said on the web today.
Brilliant! Oh, that's fantastic.
Surely they know who the ref's going to be.
That crap ref talk.
Maybe it was going to be Speedy.
Oh God. Okay. Well, anyway, let us know your thoughts, and if you're going on Friday, it'd be good to see you down there. If you do catch us down the ground, please do feel free to say hello. We've had that a few times now, and we love hearing from you guys. And other than that, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot, and we really appreciate it. We're going to get blown away. The camera's going from side to side, so I'm going to close it out.
We get blown away on Friday as well.
I was going to say that, but I thought, I wouldn't do such a dreadful joke and insult our viewers. Anyway, see you later, guys. Take care of yourselves. See you on Friday. I'm going to keep all of that in.